in 1-6. Okay, 1-6 is on multiplying integers. So now we're going to be multiplying these positive and negative numbers. All right, well, there is a rule that you need to know. With adding and subtracting, you could do the red and blue dots. That's great. Okay, it is very different when it comes to multiplying. Here's the rule. A negative times a negative equals a positive. All right? A positive times a negative equals a negative. Okay? A negative times a positive equals a negative. Last one. A positive times a positive equals a positive. Okay, so let's say it. A negative times a negative equals a positive. A positive times a negative equals a negative. A negative times a positive equals a negative. And a positive times a positive equals a positive. Honestly, the only ones you need to know are this one and this one. Because if you notice, these two are pretty much the same, just flipped. When you have one of each, it's always negative. Okay? When they're both the same and they're both negative, you get the positive. Both positive, obviously you get positive. Okay, so let's try a couple examples to help you on your homework. So here we go. Let's try this, basic one. 5 times a negative 8. Okay? Well, I know that my 5 here is positive and my 8 here is negative. So I have a positive and I have a negative. So my answer is going to be negative. Okay, because a positive times a negative equals a negative. And now, I just multiply 5 times 8. 5 times 8 is going to give me 40. And that's your final answer. Okay? All right, let's kick it up a little bit. Let's try a little bit more challenging one. How about we have this? Negative 3 times 2 minus 8. Well, we know order of operations will always have us doing what's inside the parentheses first. So I'm going to bring down my negative 3, keep my parentheses, and now I'm going to solve what's inside my parentheses. Oh, hey, look, they mixed a little bit of adding and subtracting integers in with my multiplying integers. So 2 take away 8 is going to give me negative 6. So now I'm multiplying negative 3 times negative 6. If you don't like the parentheses, you can rewrite this as negative 3 times negative 6. That's fine. Negative times a negative equals a positive. I'm going to put a little positive here. You don't put a positive with the answer, but this is just for the help you on your homework. So here we go. Negative times a negative equals a positive. Okay. Now we need to multiply 3 times 6. Well, we all know that 3 times 6 is 18. So my final answer is just 18. You don't need to put positive 18, okay? You don't tell people that you're positive 12 years old, all right? You just say you're 12. We assume it's positive, because if you were negative 12, that would be a little different. Okay, let's try one that has maybe 3 digits. All right, let's try this. We have negative 13 times negative 2 times, or actually subtract 8. Excuse me, subtract 8. Wow, so we got a whole bunch of stuff going on here. So we know order of operations is going to have us do the multiplication first. These are multiplying. How do I know we're multiplying here and not subtracting? Well, that's because there's no symbol, no mathematical symbol here between the 3 and the parenthesis. Whenever a number is right up against a parenthesis, that always means to multiply. So we're going to multiply this out first, this section first. We're going to leave the negative 8 alone for a minute. So I'm going to come down here and do it this way, just to make it easier on your eyes. Okay? 13 times 2. I'm not even thinking about these negative symbols right now. I just want to multiply first. 3 times 2 is 6. 2 times 1 is 1. Now I'm going to come up and look at these negative symbols. Negative times a negative equals a positive. Okay, I don't need to put the positive there, but I am not done. Now I need to take that 16 and I need to finish up the problem. So I need to subtract 8. Okay, why am I not multiplying negative 8? I'm not multiplying because see how the mathematical symbol wound up between the parenthesis and the number? That means we subtract. Okay? That doesn't mean to multiply. If I was multiplying all three, this one here would have also had parentheses around it. Okay, so let's go ahead and solve this out. For those of you who like to write it this way, you can write it either way. All right, 16 take away 8 is going to leave you with 8. All right, that's your final answer. Okay, let me try last one. This one has a fraction in it, so it might be a little bit more challenging, but I think you can all do it. Here we go, negative 42 all over t. Okay, well, t equals negative 6. Okay, we don't freak out. We don't go, oh my goodness, fractions, what do? We just swap it out, friends. Remember, subtraction's a big fancy way to divide. That's all it means to do is to divide. Top number goes inside the box. Okay, so here we go. Let's swap this out. We got negative 42. I'm going to keep that because it's a given. Instead of t, I'm now going to put negative 6. All right, multiplying and dividing integers is the same rule. Negative and a negative is going to give me a positive answer. I don't need to write this for the test or for my classwork or homework. I'm just doing this right now to help you. 6 goes into 42 because remember my rule? Top number goes inside the, and you would all yell right now, box. Okay, it would help if my pen went all the way through there. Okay, so 42, that means this number, the top number, hello, top number, goes right there inside the box. The bottom number here comes on the outside of the division symbol. Okay, so that's how this is related to division. Same thing. 6 goes into 42 7 times. So my final answer is not positive 7 written in that form. It is positive 7, but I leave off that plus sign or the positive symbol. All right, hopefully this helped you guys on your homework. See you in class.